This is a special video. I'm going to share with you one of my secrets. Actually, if I was to choose a single thing that I was to attribute my success to, it's actually what I'm going to be covering with you right now. And it's leveraging time. It's leveraging other people's time to make you money. It's leveraging other people's time to enable you to decide what you want to do with your time. It's leveraging other people's time to enable you to have the ability to make the decisions with your time, to use it in the most valuable way. And I'm going to explain this in a bit of detail right now. So I'm gonna reference some of my own past here, so that I can explain this in a way that makes sense. So for about 20 years, I managed some teams for other people. I basically ran a small agency that consisted of myself, and I was selling my time, and I would sell out. Time's a finite resource, and that would limit what my earning potential would be. It would limit how much free time I would have left to enjoy my life, enjoy time with my family. It set up a situation to where I didn't have really the control. I was still working for the man. Still had that feeling going on in my business life. And kind of by dumb luck, I ended up getting a virtual assistant in the Philippines named Chris, who is my right-hand man still to this day. Great guy and really incredible worker. He was one of the first people that I was able to feel that I was truly getting an ROI on, because a lot of the other people that I had dealt with in the past, he wasn't the first hired help I'd ever had, but he was the first one that enabled me to feel like I was actually saving time and actually generating an ROI. He followed directions extremely well. I never had to repeat myself. I never felt myself getting frustrated, because he was happy to work, he was happy to get tasks, and he wasn't trying to take shortcuts and do things that are just gonna just slow things down in the long run and make it so it's just frustrating to work with. Really good at just taking the directions that I gave him, following them, never any attitude, anything like that. And I was able to get his help at a price that I could actually afford. So as soon as this relationship developed, I started kind of getting hooked on it. And it didn't take long before I ended up getting more people in addition to Chris, and things really started to scale. However, it took maybe 2 years before I really was able to put my finger on what was keeping me from succeeding, what was keeping me from kind of taking things to the next level. And basically, what I was realizing is that in my organization, I've always been fairly strong with sales. I've done it since I was pretty young, so I've never really had much problems with it. The only problem that I've had is being able to have the time to allocate to, getting out there, networking, filling up the pipeline, making appointments, closing deals, the basic sales process. Because I was always so involved in the project management, project fulfillment, all those sort of things. But the sales is really the part that, of all the different things that I was doing, kind of the harder thing to outsource, because a lot of it was based on the brand that I've developed, the personal brand that I've developed, and I felt like if I spent more time on sales, then the company would grow. Sure enough, it wasn't a rocket science sort of idea. As soon as I started shaving off the other tasks that were not sales related and trying to outsource as much of those to my team as possible, allowing me to focus on the marketing, focusing on the sales, focusing on closing deals, that's when things started turning around. And that's attributed, I think, to just the sheer numbers and the fact of the matter that I was able to dedicate so much more of a percentage of time. But in addition to that, I think that before there had always been something when I was making sales in the back of my mind that I knew that when I landed the sale, it was going to be more work for me. So it was almost like a melancholy sort of thing where I wanted it, but I didn't want it. And I think clients were reading on that. It was just really throwing people off. The vibe was strange. Whereas once I knew that it wasn't going to be more weight on my shoulders, that it was going to be projects that I'd be able to disperse and get through without having to, give up sleep time and put in tremendous amount of overtime to get done, made it a lot easier to sell. And I got on a hot streak that just kept going and going, and it's been continued to this day. So I guess the moral of the whole story, this has kind of turned into a long-winded rant here, and if you're still with me, I appreciate it. But the moral of the story is that you can spend as much time as you have, all your time, spinning your wheels and not really going anywhere. If you want to really get where you want to go, a good thing to focus on would be delegate those wheel spinning sort of tasks to other people and focus on clearing the way between you and your goals, so that you're not just constantly running into something and not able to get past it because you're so focused on spinning the wheels. Focus on doing the things that are going to allow you to clear the obstacles, have the running room that you need to get where you want to go. And if you change that mindset within yourself, within your company, I think that you're going to have tremendous positive results from it. So delegation is key, because delegation isn't just making it easier for you because now you don't have things that you need to do. It makes it possible for you to be able to have the time that you need to do the things that you need to do in order to actually succeed on more than just the day-to-day level. So that's basically the point of what I'm trying to talk about today. So thank you for spending the time to be with me here, and if you have any questions, please comment below. If you'd like more information about virtual assistants, if you found this rant valuable today and you'd like more, please subscribe, and look forward to seeing you more. Thank you so much. Allah.